Do you ever feel like you're stuck in the same spot with your English? You know the words, you understand them when you hear them, but when it's your turn to speak, it's like your brain freezes. You're not alone. Thousands of learners feel exactly the same way. Maybe you've tried every method out there, reading, listening, even watching videos, but speaking English fluently still seems out of reach. Why is that? Well, the secret is simple. Practice, but not just any practice. You need the right type of practice to actually speak fluently. That's where today's topic comes in. Shadowing. Shadowing is one of the most effective ways to improve your speaking skills, and it's easier than you think. In this episode, I'll take you through the step-by-step process of shadowing, why it works so well, and how you can start practicing today. But before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome to LingHaven. I'm Marco, and this channel is all about making English learning simple, fun, and most importantly, real. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button. You don't want to miss out on our next episodes.
La, 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 la. Step inside, the doors open wide, a world of words where dreams collide. Every phrase a brand new ride. Welcome to LingHaven, come and play. A place to learn, a place to stay. English made easy every day.
Let's be real for a moment. You've probably studied English for years, in school, at courses, maybe even online. You know the rules, you know vocabulary, but when a native speaker talks to you, you panic. Why? Because traditional learning focuses on knowing about English, but not on using English. It's like learning how to swim by reading a book. You might know the strokes, the movements, the theory, but when you jump into the water, you sink. That's exactly what happens with English. You learn grammar, you memorize words, but you don't practice speaking. And speaking is a skill, not just knowledge. Skills require action, repetition, and daily training. Think about it. Did you learn to ride a bicycle by studying balance in a book? No. You got on the bike, you fell, you tried again, and slowly you became confident. The same goes for English. To speak fluently, you must practice speaking, not just study silently. So, what's the solution? One of the most effective methods for improving fluency is called shadowing. Shadowing is very simple. You listen to a sentence and you repeat it immediately, almost like you are an echo. It doesn't matter if you understand every single word. What matters is training your mouth and your ears to move in English. Imagine a child learning to speak. They don't study grammar first. They listen, copy, and repeat. That's why kids can become fluent so fast, because they copy the rhythm and the sound of the language naturally. Shadowing allows you to do the same thing. You listen, you copy, and you speak without worrying too much. Over time, your brain stops translating from your native language. Instead, it starts to think directly in English. And here's the best part. Shadowing doesn't just improve pronunciation. It improves rhythm, confidence, listening skills, and vocabulary all at the same time. It's like hitting 4 birds with one stone. Part 3. Shadowing warm-up practice. Dakikad 18 to 24. All right, let's do some practice together. This is your warm-up. I'll say a few sentences slowly, and I want you to repeat after me. Don't just whisper, say them out loud. Ready? I am learning English every day. I believe I can speak fluently. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. Practice makes progress. Speaking English is fun. Good. Now let's make it a little faster. Repeat again. I am learning English every day. I believe I can speak fluently. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. Practice makes progress. Speaking English is fun. How do you feel? Maybe a little awkward, right? That's normal. But every time you repeat, your brain gets more comfortable. That's how fluency grows.
Part 4. Real-life shadowing practice. Now, let's shadow some real-life English. Imagine yourself in different situations. I'll give you sentences and you copy me. Ready? Ordering food at a restaurant. I'd like a chicken sandwich, please. Could I get some water? The soup smells delicious. Careful, not soap, soup. Shopping. How much does this cost? Do you have this in another size? Can I pay with card? Travel. Where is the nearest bus stop? How long does it take to get there? Could you please show me on the map? Daily conversations. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. What do you do in your free time? See? These are the sentences you will actually use in life. Shadowing them makes them automatic. One day, someone will ask you something, and the words will just come out, naturally and confidently. Now let's talk about mistakes. Mistakes are the biggest fear for English learners. People think, what if I say something wrong? What if they laugh at me? Let me tell you a secret. They will laugh sometimes. And that's okay. Because laughter means you're learning. One time, I was practicing English at a cafe. I wanted to say, can I have a chicken soup? But instead, I say, can I have a chicken soap? The waiter looked at me like, do you want to eat soap? Everyone laughed, and I laughed too. But guess what? From that day on, I never confused soup and soap again. That's the beauty of mistakes. They make lessons unforgettable. So don't run away from mistakes. Run towards them. Every mistake you make is a step closer to fluency. Part 7. Breaking the fear of speaking. Let's talk about one of the biggest enemies of English learners, fear. Fear of sounding stupid. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of people laughing. This fear is the number one reason most learners stay silent. You know what to say, but fear locks your mouth. Here's the truth. Nobody cares about your mistakes as much as you think. Most people are impressed that you're even trying. When you speak English, you are already doing something brave. So how do you break this fear? By facing it again and again. Speak in small situations. Say hello to a stranger. Order food in English. Ask simple questions. Each time you do it, fear becomes smaller and confidence becomes bigger. It's like stepping into cold water. The first second is shocking, but after a few minutes, it feels normal. The same with English. The first time you speak, it feels terrifying, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Shadowing helps you here because it gives you confidence in the sounds. When you shadow daily, words start to flow naturally. And when you finally face a real person, your mouth remembers the practice and the fear fades away. So remember this. Fear is a signal that you're growing. Every time you feel nervous, smile and say, "This is me becoming fluent." Part 8. Building daily habits with shadowing. Now let's go deeper into daily habits, because shadowing only works if you do it consistently. Think of shadowing like brushing your teeth. Do you brush your teeth for 3 hours once a month? Of course not. You brush a few minutes every single day. That's what keeps them healthy. English fluency works the same way. It's not about studying for 5 hours once in a while. It's about doing 10 to 15 minutes every day.
Small, consistent practice beats big, random effort. Here's how to build a shadowing habit. 1. Pick a fixed time, maybe right after breakfast or before you sleep. Tie shadowing to a routine you already do. 2. Keep it short. Start with 5 to 10 minutes, even one page of a transcript or one short video. 3. Use content you enjoy. Movies, podcasts, songs, or YouTube videos. If you enjoy it, you'll repeat it. 4. Track your progress. Mark an X on the calendar every day you shadow. Watching your streak grow will motivate you. The science of habits says, don't break the chain. Even if you shadow just one sentence a day, do it. It keeps the habit alive. Over time, daily shadowing becomes automatic, just like drinking water or tying your shoes. You don't think about it, you just do it. That's when real transformation happens.
Part 9. Thinking in English, stop translating. Here's another powerful benefit of shadowing. It helps you stop translating in your head. Most learners slow down because they think in their native language first, then translate to English, then speak. This is like using Google Translate in your brain. Slow, awkward, and stressful. But native speakers don't translate. They just think in English. And with shadowing, you can too. When you shadow, you train your brain to connect English sounds directly to meaning, without going through translation. For example, when you hear, "I'm hungry," you don't think of the word in Somali, Spanish, or Arabic. You just feel the meaning instantly. That's fluency. Fast, natural, automatic. So here's an exercise. Pick 3 to 5 common feelings or actions and practice saying them in English without translation. For example, I'm tired. I'm happy. I'm busy right now. I don't understand. That's amazing. Repeat them so many times that your brain recognizes them instantly. No translation, no delay, just pure English. Shadowing turns English into your second nature. The more you shadow, the more you think in English. And once you start thinking in English, speaking becomes effortless.
Part 10. The power of shadowing in real life. Have you ever noticed how children pick up their first language? They don't sit in classrooms memorizing grammar rules. Instead, they listen, they copy, they repeat. That's exactly what shadowing does for you. When you practice shadowing, you're doing what children naturally do when learning to speak. Imitating, repeating, and living the language. Imagine this. You're on a bus and you have your earphones on. You're listening to an English podcast. Instead of just sitting there quietly, you softly repeat the sentences, copying the rhythm, the melody, the stress. Yes, some people might look at you and think, what is this guy doing? But guess what? You're improving your English every second. The power of shadowing is that it trains your tongue and brain to move together. It's not just listening, it's not just speaking, it's listening and speaking at the same time, like a workout for your mouth. And the best part? You don't need a classroom. You don't need expensive teachers. You just need your phone, your voice, and your courage. So if you feel stuck in English, shadowing is your secret key to unlock fluency. Start today. Start now. Even if you sound silly at first, remember, every fluent speaker once sounded silly. Part 11. Overcoming the fear of mistakes. Let's be honest. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck at the same English level is fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding funny. Fear of people laughing at you. But here's the truth. Nobody cares as much as you think. Imagine you're in a coffee shop and you order, "I want a coffee with milk." Even if your pronunciation is not perfect, the barista will still give you coffee with milk. The world does not stop because of your English mistakes. In fact, mistakes are your best teachers. Think about it. If you make 0 mistakes, it means you are not trying. Every mistake is a sign of progress. Every time someone corrects you, it's a free lesson. Here's a tip. Next time you make a mistake and people laugh, laugh with them. Say, "Oh wow, I just learned something new." Turn the embarrassment into energy.
People will admire your confidence, not your perfection. Remember this, fluency grows from courage, not from fear. And every single fluent English speaker you admire today, they all made thousands of mistakes before reaching fluency. So don't hide from mistakes, collect them like treasures.
Part 12. Practice English in unexpected places. Do you think English practice only happens in classrooms or online courses? Wrong. Real fluency is built in unexpected places. Try this. The next time you're cooking, describe every action in English. I'm cutting onions. I'm boiling water. I'm adding salt. Suddenly, your kitchen becomes your classroom. Or when you're walking down the street, talk to yourself in English. Describe what you see. A man is riding a bicycle. 2 kids are playing football. The sun is hot today. People might think you're just on a phone call. Another powerful tip, use your phone in English only. Change your apps, your settings, your Google search. When you write a message, try writing it in English first. Make English part of your daily life, not just a subject you study. The more unexpected places you use English, the faster it becomes natural. Remember, your brain learns best when it connects language to real life.
Part 13. The journey, not the destination. Many learners think fluency is a final goal, like a mountain peak. But the truth is, fluency is a journey. You don't wake up one day suddenly fluent. You grow, step by step, word by word, laugh by laugh. Think of English like a friendship. At first, it feels awkward. You don't know each other well. But the more time you spend together, the more comfortable it becomes. And soon, English feels like an old friend. So instead of asking, when will I be fluent? Start asking, how can I enjoy today's practice? Because the more fun you have, the faster you learn. Add humor, add play, add energy. Smile when you speak. Dance a little with the rhythm of the words. And remember, LingHaven is here to walk this journey with you. You are not alone. Every video, every podcast, every practice session is another step forward. So keep going, keep growing, and trust the process.
So, my friend, we've talked about struggles, shadowing, daily habits, and even the fear of speaking. Now it's time for the final piece, motivation and action. Let me tell you this, fluency is not about talent, it's about consistency. Nobody is born fluent in English. Everyone learns it. And if they can, so can you. Your action plan is simple. Step 1, pick a short video or audio in English every day. Step 2, shadow it for 10 to 15 minutes. Don't worry about mistakes. Step 3, laugh at your errors, but keep going. Step 4, track your progress for 30 days. If you do this for just 1 month, you will notice a huge difference. Your pronunciation will be smoother, your confidence will grow, and your brain will start thinking in English. And when you reach that point where words flow out naturally, you look back and say, wow, I made it. Remember this, English is not something you study once and forget. It's a journey full of funny moments, mistakes, victories, and breakthroughs. And every day you shadow, you're walking further on that path. So keep moving, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself. This is LingHaven. I'm Marco. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this session helped you, smash the like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more powerful lessons. And finally, don't just learn English, live English. I'll see you in the next episode.